From the starting point of the video, I chose Pokémon World Sacred Red for the 5th position by the developer Sacred GBC. It's currently the newest game around this year, and this far remake comes with a bunch of new open world type of game features in Pokémon gaming experience. About the region, you'll mainly play on the Kanto region, and it's gonna be different on the aspect. Expanded Pokémon list. After all, you'll be able to encounter most of the Pokémon from generation 1 to 9, so you'll be also able to get the DexNav tool to help you with that one and completing your Pokédex quest. Regional forms. As I mentioned earlier, all 9 generation Pokémons are here, which means all type of regional forms will be also obtainable throughout events or the encounters. Paradox forms. These special type of Pokémon forms which are obtainable throughout the region, and their sprites are also got updated in this current version. You may try it too. Gym leaders. The game does improve a lot of Pokémon party selection for each gym leader, and their level can be also scaled per your decision or the player. Mechanics. A bunch of new systematic internal changes were done to the game, which are PSS or physical or special split, the ground effects, new summer screen, DexNav, and other cool stuff like running indoors. Open world thing. You can roam in your free region or the Kanto region freely and go anywhere in the region anytime, like without any badge requirement, making it explorable without any kind of requirement. The difficulty. Since it's also another type of QL game, so it did improve its hard difficulty range for better training. Finally, about the power-ups. Mega evolution in combat, and there are also several new battle items which are obtainable through the game events or the gaming encounters in the grass, okay? If we talk about the 4th one, we have Pokémon Ruby Runoff by the developer Atacane Corp. And perfect Ruby remake for the current player or current generation players. Ruby Runoff comes up with a bunch of new modification or features in the Pokémon gaming experience. Let's see what are they. About the regions. You'll play mainly on the Hoenn region, and there are some extra regions to explore like Kanto and Johto. About the expanded Pokémon list or Pokédex. Even if you're in the Hoenn region, you'll be able to encounter a total of 700 plus Pokémon from generation 1 to 9 as of selected in the current update. Traveling through the regions. Only in the post-game content you can collect all 24 badges from extra regions, as I mentioned earlier, which are Kanto and Johto, okay? One goes by the ship, another goes by the train. Evolution methods. Primal stones for the Hoenn legendaries such as the Groudon and Kyogre. Other legendaries also the reaction to the certain type of stones, and it goes through the same rework for other type of Pokemons as well. Now about the major type chart. The game does include all of the Pokemon types in existence, and it includes a new type called Crystal. Movesets. The bunch of new features and movesets were included in the game from generation 1 to 9 in the current update. There are new 40 moves, okay? Hidden places. Some legendary Pokemons are scattered around the Hoenn region and the Johto region, so you'll need to find them around several places. About the difficulty. Since it's another type of QL improvement game, it also increased the EXP range for more hard difficulty for the current players. Now finally, the small QL changes. The new tileset were used for more color, there are new evolution method, and day and night system is kind of working perfectly. As a matter of fact, the 3rd one is Pokémon The Last Renewal Red Ultimate version by the developer Alex Lockwendel, and it's currently trending among the players. This far remake comes with a bunch of features and power-ups in the Pokémon gaming experience currently. About the region, you'll play mainly on the Kanto region, and it's gonna be different from the aspect. Expanded Pokémon list. After you'll be able to encounter most of the Pokemons from generation 9 or generation 1 to 9 using the DexNav as of the current update. Regional forms. As I mentioned earlier, all generation 9 Pokemons or all 9 generation Pokemons are here, which means Alolan, Galarian, Hisuian, and Paldean forms are available. Now the community fake mods. There are several fake mons added to the game or chosen from different fandom types of game like Pokémon Adventures Red Chapter Gym Leaders. The game does improve your Pokémon party selection as well as the Gym Leaders Pokémon party selection with new power-ups and enhancing battles. Okay, about the mechanics. Bunch of new systematic internal changes were done to the game in the newest update, which are PSS, ground effects or battle effects, new summer screen, Dexnav and other cool stuff like running indoors, ultra wormholes. Some legendary Pokemons are scattered around the region through the finding grass. Okay, you'll need to find them in the grass and capture them. There are some wormholes as well. Some legendary Pokemons are roaming around the region through the ultra wormholes. Difficulty. Since the game is also another type of fuel improvement game, it does improve your higher difficulty range for better training. About the final thing, which is power-ups. Power-ups are the main thing of the game. This game includes Mega Evolution in battle mode, and Dynamax and Gigantamax can be also used in the further enchantments. As intended for the second one, we have Pokémon Emerald Multiplayer or Pokémon Quetzal version by the developer Tenma RH, and perfect multiplayer game for the players of the 2023. Quetzal comes up with a bunch of new modified features that energizes new Pokémon gaming experience. Multiplayer function, which is also the core feature of the game, lets you and your friends connect on the same game to play it like a co-op mode, and it extends up to the 4-player section. Expanded Pokémon. Even if you're in the home region, you will encounter Pokémon from all 9 generations, which will also enhance the Pokédex limit. Improved moves and abilities. Several movesets and abilities from the current generation was added to the game for better and battle strategies. Faster leveling. Experience gain is boosted while the EXP share is working perfectly, giving all of the EXP to all Pokémon of your party. Character choice. Change your avatar to several characters from Generation 9 or all of the generation regions. Choose your one as you like, by your decision. Master Trainers. Some trainers are scattered around the whole region for more challenging battles from the other regions. The item storage. Every item in the bag is labeled as 99x in your bag per section for every each kind. The sandbox system is also one of the best things that happened to the game, and perfect system to navigate or simulate the settings for internal game system, including Nuzlocke, path, Pokemon, flags, PC, and other stuff like flying that much. If we talk about the power-ups, an important thing to the game, after obtaining Mega Ring and certain type of species of stone, you're able to perform the Mega Evolution. And the same goes for the Z crystals, energizing and type of move using the crystals in the game, okay? And that would be all for the content of this game. For the first one, we got Pokémon Radical Red by the Supercell and Steam, or the developer. Pokémon Radical Red comes up with a packed of bunch of features that spice up the Pokémon gaming experience on the current generation. Increased difficulty. Gym leaders and trainers are having no pushovers, they've got smarter AI, better strategies, and higher level Pokémon. Expanded Pokémon roster. You'll encounter Pokémon from all 9 generations, giving you a vast array of creatures and catch to and battle, okay? The improved moves and abilities. There are new moves and abilities added to the mix, changing up the battle dynamics and strategies makeover. Faster leveling. Experience gain is boosted, making it a bit easier to keep up with the challenging level curve on the current generation. Gym leader rematches. After beating the Elite Four from the Indigo League, you can now face the gym leaders again for an even greater challenge. Now about the specialized trainers or the master trainers of the region. Some Pokemon trainers or the master trainers have unique themes, specializations, adding the variety to the battles. EV training facilities. There are locations where you can easily train your Pokemon's effort values and EVs or the EV, okay, allowing you for more strategic and customized training. About the new items. Pokemon items from Generation 1 to 9 all have been added to the game for a surprising thing, and the item store is limited to 99x per item in the bag, okay? As if we're not going to talk about the power-ups is also the main thing of the game, which are Mega Evolution, Z Crystals, and the Dynamax, okay? Mega Evolutions can be obtained by the Mega Ring and the stones scattered around the region. Then we got the Z Crystals thing, which is Z moves, and finally Raid Dens are also the specialty of the game about raiding Pokemon, okay?